Be me, 18 years old, nothing. Wake up on cold, hard floor. Roof leaks water onto my face. Smell of mold fills the room. Stomach growls, empty for 12 hours. Stand up, joints pop and ache. Look in mirror, see a ghost. Pale skin, sunken eyes, hollow cheeks. Or same shirt as yesterday, stained. Wash face with cold, brown water. No soap, family cannot afford it. Mother coughs loudly in next room. Sound tears through thin plywood walls. Grab stale bread crust from table. Eat quickly, ignoring the mold taste. Step outside into gray, humid morning. Street is muddy, shoes are worn. Walk to school, head hung low. Watch rich kids on shiny motorbikes. They laugh, clean uniforms, bright futures. Feel burning shame deep in chest. Keep walking, eyes fixed on mud. Arrive at school gate, iron bars. Feels like entering a high-security prison. Noise of happy students is deafening. Shrinking into myself, trying to vanish. Walk through hallway, hugging the wall. Nobody sees me, I am invisible. Enter classroom, air feels thick, heavy. Sit at desk in back corner. Wood is scratched, covered in graffiti. Place bag down, fabric is tearing. Pull out battered notebook, pencil stub. Classmates talk about games, dates, money. Listen silently, an alien among humans. They have lives, I have survival. Teacher enters, slamming heavy door shut. Room goes quiet, dust motes dance. Chalk dust smells dry and choking. Lesson begins, math formulas on board. Brain feels foggy, hunger clouds focus. Stare out window at gray sky. Wish I could dissolve into air. Door opens again, interrupting the lecture. Principal walks in, looks very serious. Behind him stands a girl, nervous. Time seems to stop right there. Never seen anyone like her before. Immaculate white dress, stark against gray. Long black hair, silk flowing down. Skin porcelain white, free of blemishes. Eyes dark, intelligent, searching the room. Breath catches in my dry throat. Heart slams against ribs, painful thud. Teacher introduces her, voice sounds distant. Name is gentle, sounds like music. She bows, shy smile appears briefly. Class erupts in whispers, boys excited. Girls judge her clothes, shoes, hair. I just stare, mouth slightly open. Principal points to empty seat nearby. Right next to my isolation zone. Panic floods my veins, ice cold. She walks down aisle, closer, closer. Scent of vanilla and flowers arrives. Overwhelms the smell of sweat, dust. She stops at the wooden desk. Looks at me, eyes meet mine. Terror grips me, I look away. Hear chair scrape against concrete floor. She sits down, rustling of fabric. My hands shake, hide them quickly. Cannot focus on math anymore today. Presence beside me is like sun. Burning hot, exposing my dark corners. Glance sideways, catch her delicate profile. Eyelashes long, casting shadows on cheeks. She takes out pen, expensive brand. Writes neatly, handwriting is perfect loops. Look at my own dirty fingernails. Shame returns, heavier than ever before. Bell rings, loud and jarring sound. Jump in seat, nerves completely fried. Students swarm around her desk immediately. Loud questions, laughter, demands for attention. Sit frozen, trapped by the crowd. Cannot leave, blocked by popular kids. She answers softly, voice is melodic. They ask where she came from. She mentions city, big house, piano. World between us grows instantly wider. She is royalty, I am peasant. Pack bags slowly, trying to escape. Stand up, bump into cool guy. He turns, sneers with pure disgust. Mumbles insult about my worn clothes. Face burns hot, ears ring loudly. Push through crowd, head down low. Run to bathroom, lock the stall. Breathe heavily, trying to calm down. Why does universe punish me so? Wash face again, water hides tears. Stare at reflection, hate what comes. Ugly, poor, awkward, destined for nothing. Bell rings again, lunch break over. Must return to class to her. Walk back slowly, dreading the proximity. Enter room, she is alone there. Others still eating outside, loud noise. She looks up, smiles at me. Genuine smile, no mockery in eyes. Freeze in doorway, brain short circuits. She waves hand, inviting me in. Walk to desk, legs feel numb. Sit down, heart rate spikes again. She speaks, asks about the lesson. Voice is kind, addressing me directly. Stammer out a broken, quiet reply. She nods, listening with full attention. Nobody ever listens to me, ever. Feeling is strange, warm and terrifying. She asks for my name softly. Whisper it, bracing for some laughter. She repeats it, sounds better spoken. Says she is happy to meet. Nod dumbly, unable to say same. Classmates return, noise fills the room. Moment ends, bubble pops, reality returns. But seed is planted deep inside. Dangerous hope takes root in chest. Maybe, just maybe, I exist today. Rest of day is a blur. Can only feel her presence nearby. Every movement she makes, I register. Turn of page, sigh, stretch. School ends, bell signals final release. She packs bag, turns to me. Says goodbye, see you tomorrow then. Watch her walk out the door. Waiting for driver in black car. Walk home in rain, soaking wet. Cold water feels good on skin. Mind replays her smile on loop. Ignore hunger, ignore poverty, ignore cold. Fantasy begins to build in mind. Dangerous fantasy of a different life. Get home, mother is cooking rice. Simple meal, dried fish, boiled greens. Sit down, eat in silence again. Look at cracked walls, peeling paint. Usually brings despair, tonight feels different. Tonight I have a secret treasure. Lay on mat, close my eyes. See her face in the dark. Drift to sleep, first good dream. Dream of vanilla scent and smiles. Wake up next day, eager now. Rush to school, mud splashing pants. Don't care about mud or stains. Arrive early, wait by the gate. Want to see your car arrive. Wait 10 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. Bell rings, must go inside now. Sit at desk, heart pounding hard. Door opens, she walks in late. Looks flustered, hair slightly messy, wet. Teacher scolds her, she apologizes softly. Walks to seat, face is red. Sits down, lets out shaky breath. Look at her, concern rising up. Want to ask if she's okay. Throat locks up, fear holds tongue. She looks at me, eyes wide. Whispers that she forgot her book. Terrified of teacher, strict and mean. Look at my book, battered thing. Look at her, distressed and scared. Make a choice, hands shaking bad. Slide my book onto her desk. She looks surprised, then very grateful. Whispers thanks, opens to the page. Teacher walks down aisle, checking books. Stands by my desk, looking down. Asks where my textbook is today. Swallow hard, look at the floor. Say I left it at home. Lie tastes like ash in mouth. Teacher yells, calls me lazy idiot. Class laughs, sound is sharp knives. Take the abuse, head bowed low. Punishment is standing in the corner. Walk to corner, face the wall. Legs hurt, shame burns my neck. Can feel her eyes on back. Don't care about pain or shame. Protected her, that is what matters. Hour passes, bell finally rings out. Walk back to desk, legs stiff. She hands book back, eyes misty. Says sorry, says I saved her. Touch her hand accidentally, electric shock. Pull back instantly, skin burning hot. She leaves note inside the book. Open it when she turns away. Simple drawing of a smiling face. And 2 words, thank you. Stare at paper, ink on pulp. Most valuable thing I ever owned. Fold it carefully, put in pocket. Feels like carrying a heavy diamond. Weeks pass, seasons change, rain falls. We grow closer in the silence. Share notes, share glances, share space. Never speak much, words are difficult. But bond forms, invisible and strong. I start to wash shirt nightly. Scrub until knuckles bleed and raw. Try to flatten hair with water. Want to be less ugly near. She notices, compliments my clean shirt. Heart soars higher than the birds. Fall deeper into the dark pit. Pit of love for someone above. She is sky, I am mud. But mud loves sky, desperate, hopeless. One day stay late after school. Raining hard, storm clouds turn black. Everyone gone, just us remaining there. Waiting for her ride, it's late. Stand near her, watching rain fall. She shivers, hugging her thin arms. Wind blows cold through open hallway. Look at my jacket, thin, worn. Better than nothing, I decide now. Take it off, hand to her. She looks at me, eyes soft. Takes jacket, puts it around shoulders. Smells like me, poor and cheap. She pulls it tight, smiles warm. Says it is warm and nice. We stand in silence, rain pouring. Thunder rolls, shaking the old building. She steps closer, seeking some safety. Shoulder touches my arm, sparks fly. Want to put arm around her. Freeze, paralyzed by my own fear. What if she pulls away, disgusted? What if I ruin everything now? Do nothing, stand like a statue. Car arrives, lights cut the dark. Driver honks, impatience in the sound. She hands jacket back, lingers momentarily. Fingers brush mine, deliberate and slow. Says see you tomorrow, soft voice. Runs to car, disappears inside it. Watch tail lights fade into rain. Put on jacket still warm from. Walk home alone, rain soaks my shirt. Jacket smells like sweet vanilla and rain. Hate myself for inhaling the scent deep. Heart pounds painful rhythm against my ribs. Darkness of my room feels suffocating now. Toss jacket on chair, stare at it. Cannot sleep, thoughts race like feral dogs. Morning light burns my tired, gritty eyes. Drag myself to school, feet feel heavy. Hallways crowded with loud, happy, normal people. Keep head down, hide behind unruly bangs. Clutch my bag, knuckles turning bone white. See her standing there, surrounded by light. She laughs, sound cuts through the noise. Friends surround her like moths to flame. She is the sun, I am shadow. She turns, eyes scan the crowded hall. Panic spikes, adrenaline floods my cold veins. She spots me, smile begins to form. Look away instantly, terrified of the connection. Walk faster, fleeing like a wounded animal. Duck into the library, my silent sanctuary. Air is stale, dust motes dance slowly. Sitting corner, open book on anatomy. Pictures of bones soothe my chaotic mind. Hear the door slide open, heart stops. Footsteps approach, light and hesitant on floor. Scent of vanilla invades my safe space. Do not look up, pretend to read. Chair scrapes beside me, she sits close. Too close, her warmth radiates toward me. Silence stretches, heavy with unspoken, fearful things. She places a small candy on table. Slide my eyes to see her hand. Pale fingers, manicured nails perfect and smooth. She whispers about the rain last night. Voice shakes slightly, or is it me? Grip the book, pages crinkle under fingers. Want to scream, want to run away. Tell myself she only pities the loner. She is popular, I am social debris. Monsters do not deserve kindness from angels. Push the candy back toward her slowly. Mutter something cold, reject her small offering. Hurt flashes across her face, quickly hidden. She pulls hand back, fingers curling inward. Regret tastes like bile in my throat. Why do I always destroy beautiful things? She opens a book, hiding her face. We sit in silence, but it hurts. Bell rings, sharp and jarring alarm sound. Stand up abruptly, chair screeches on floor. Flee the library without looking at her. Run to class, breath hitching in chest. Sit at desk, stare blankly at board. Teacher speaks, words are just buzzing noise. Feel eyes on me, burning my back. Know it is her, watching my weakness. Cannot handle the weight of her gaze. Afternoon drags on, minutes turn into hours. Gym class next, the ultimate social torture. Change in corner, hiding my thin frame. Walk to court, noise echoes off walls. Boys are loud, aggressive, full of testosterone. Stand on sidelines, hoping to be invisible. She is there, wearing gym uniform perfectly. Cheering for the popular guys, looking happy. Stomach twists, jealousy is a poisonous snake. Ball rolls to my feet, stops dead. Pick it up, hands trembling with nerves. Tall guy approaches, sweat dripping from brow. Sneers at me, snatches ball from hands. Laughter erupts, sharp and mocking around me. Wish the floor would swallow me whole. She stops cheering, look of concern appears. Hate that she sees me like this. Pathetic, weak, unable to defend my space. Turn away, walk out of the gym. Skip class, hide on the roof again. Wind blows hard, messes up my hair. Lean against fence, look at the city. World looks so small from up here. Thoughts turn dark, fantasize about the end. Not suicide, but the end of feelings. Want to be numb, cold, unfeeling stone. Door opens behind me, rusty hinges creak. Do not turn, know who it is. Only one person looks for me here. She steps on the roof, wind catches skirt. She walks to me, persistent and stubborn. Stands beside me, looking at the view. Why do you run? She asks softly. Question hangs in the air, unanswered, heavy. Cannot tell her the truth, too dangerous. Cannot say I run because I want. Want to hold her, claim her light. But darkness only corrupts what it touches. Grip the fence, metal bites into palms. Leave me alone, I whisper to wind. She does not move, stays right there. Stubborn girl, refuses to let me rot. Hand reaches out, touches my clenched fist. Electricity shoots up arm, straight to heart. Pull away like her touch is fire. Glare at her, putting on the mask. Face of the monster, cold and cruel. Go away, I say, voice harsh now. Tears well in her large, bright eyes. First time I made her cry, hate. Hate myself more than ever before now. She nods slowly, wipes eyes with sleeve. Turns and leaves, closing door quietly shut. Alone again, just like I deserve to. Sink to ground, bury face in hands. Scream silent, scream into my shaking palms. Rain begins to fall, mixing with tears. Rain soaks clothes, chills bone deep. Shivering violently, but not from cold. Drag heavy feet across wet pavement. World is gray, just like soul. Arrive at empty, silent, dark apartment. Peel off wet layers, skin numb. Mirror shows hollow eyes, dead stare. Smash reflection with sudden, violent rage. Glass shatters, blood drips from knuckles. Physical pain distracts from heart pain. Slide down wall, sitting in glass. Night passes in slow, agonizing blur. Morning sun mocks with bright rays. Dress in black, armor against world. Hood up, headphones on, blocking noise. Walk to school feels like funeral. Campus buzzing with life and laughter. Invisible barrier separates me from them. Keep head down, eyes on ground. Terrifying thought of seeing her face. Enter classroom, air feels too thin. Sit in back corner, shadow realm. Door opens, heart stops in chest. She walks in looking pale, tired. Eyes red, evidence of last night. She does not look my way. Silence between us screams so loud. She sits far away, front row. Shoulders slumped, usually posture so proud. Teacher speaks, words float meaningless by. Stare at back of her head. Urge to apologize burns in throat. Swallow it down like broken glass. Bell rings, sharp sound cuts air. She gathers books, rushing to leave. I wait, letting room clear out. Hallway is crowded, suffocating, too loud. Catch glimpse of her by lockers. Some guy talking, making her smile. Jealousy twists gut, sharp and cruel. He is normal, bright, safe choice. Exactly what she needs, not me. Bitterly accept this is for best. Turn away, walking into the shadows. Lunchtime, hide in library corner. Stomach churns, rejecting thought of food. Open notebook, stare at blank page. Pen hovers, trembling hand betrays emotion. Draw her face without meaning to. Rip page out, crumble into ball. Cannot escape her, even in mind. Afternoon classes drag on, infinite torture. Rumors whisper in halls, cruel words. Freak, loner, weirdo, stay away. They do not know the truth. I am worse than they think. School ends, sun begins to set. Walk same path, passing the fence. Ghost of her touch lingers there. Palm burns where she held hand. Foolish heart yearns for that warmth. Stop walking, sensing presence behind me. Turn around, hoping against all logic. Empty street, just wind blowing leaves. Hallucinating hope where there is none. Continue walk, burden heavier than before. Arrive home, sanctuary becomes a prison. Silence is deafening, ringing in ears. Phone buzzes on dusty wooden table. Screen lights up room, unknown number. Stare at it, fear gripping throat. It stops, darkness returns to room. Buzzes again, persistent, demanding, refusing silence. Pick it up, hands shaking bad. Slide to answer, phone to ear. Heavy breathing on the other line. Please, voice whispers, breaking and small. Heart shatters into million jagged pieces. Do not hang up, she begs. Grip phone tight, knuckles turning white. Why do you torture us both? Go find someone better, I rasp. No one else, just you, idiot. Insult stings but carries hidden warmth. Tears return, hot tracks on face. I am dangerous, I warn again. She laughs, a broken, wet sound. Then I will be dangerous too. Phone slides from numb, shaking fingers. Device hits floor with dull thud. Her words echo in empty room. Dangerous, she said, voice like steel. Dangerous together, against this cruel world. Grab keys from the side table. Door flies open to biting wind. Run blindly into the dark night. Legs pump hard against concrete pavement. Breath forms clouds in freezing air. Know exactly where she is waiting. Solitary bench under the broken light. Panic rises, what if she leaves? What if she realizes her mistake? Push harder, lungs screaming for air. Turn corner, see a familiar figure. Standing still under the flickering lamp. She looks small, fragile, yet strong. She spots me, eyes wide open. Do not stop, cannot stop now. Crash into her with desperate force. Arms wrapped tight around her frame. Bury face in her cold neck. Smell of vanilla and winter rain. She squeezes back, ribs might crack. Sobbing into her shoulder, broken man. She strokes hair, humming soft tune. You are an idiot, she whispers. My idiot, she adds, voice shaking. World dissolves around us, just us. No more running, no more hiding. Lift head, look into teary eyes. See reflection of a better man. Kiss her, tasting salt and hope. Cold wind feels like warm embrace. Walk her back to warm safety. Hand in hand, grip never loosening. Shadow behind us seems less dark. Future is terrifying but not empty. Enter apartment, locking world outside forever. Silence now filled with shared breathing. She sits on couch, pulls me down. Head rests on lap, fingers in hair. Tell me everything, she demands softly. Pour out every dark, twisted thought. Confess every sin, every hidden fear. She listens, absorbing the black poison. Does not flinch, does not judge. Kisses forehead, sealing the pact shut. We will burn the world down, starting with the walls inside me. Sleep comes, dreamless and finally deep. Wake up to sun on face. She is still there, holding tight. Sunbeams hit face, dust motes dance. She stirs beside me, soft groan. Reach out to touch warm skin. Fingers pass through like empty smoke. Blink rapidly, the illusion shatters instantly. Alone in bed, sheets cold gray. Smell of stale air and regret. Mind reels, grasping at fading dream. It felt so real, so visceral. The promise, the kiss, the fire. All constructed by a starving brain. Sit up, heavy dread settles in. Phone buzzes on the nightstand, loud. Screen lights up, notification from her. Heart leaps into throat, hopeful, desperate. Unlock screen, read the text message. Words blur through tears of panic. Please stop messaging me, it reads. Blood runs cold, freezing in veins. Scroll up, seeing the wall of text. Dozens of messages sent last night. Confessing love, dark secrets, twisted hopes. Manic ramblings of a lonely madman. Quoted back, burn the world down. Sent at 3, unanswered until now. I do not know you, she adds. Do not come near me again. The relationship was a psychotic break. Never spoke to her in reality. Just watch from shadows, building fantasies. Shame washes over like tidal wave. Stomach churns, bile rises in throat. Throw phone across the empty room. Crack on screen mirrors fractured mind. Curl up, knees to chest, shaking. Social awkwardness is now pure madness. Crushing weight of rejection is absolute. She sees a monster, not love. And maybe she is absolutely right. Darkness creeps in from the corners. No warmth, no safety, no her. Just the echo of my own voice. Screaming into the void, unheard, alone. Stand up, legs weak and trembling. Walk to mirror, avoid my eyes. See the reflection of a stranger. Hollow cheeks, eyes wide with fear. Where did the better man go? He never existed, only this ghost. Need to fix this, need to explain. Brain spirals into new, dark plans. Surely she just misunderstood the context. If I explain, she will understand. Delusion claws back, demanding to survive. Wash face with cold, stinging water. Scrub away the tears and snot. Put on my best clean shirt. Comb hair to look somewhat normal. Look human again, almost fully presentable. Grab the keys off the counter. Step out into the cold night. The air bites at exposed skin. Walk towards her house, mind racing. Rehearsing the perfect words to say. Tell myself I am not crazy. Just lonely and misunderstood by her. Sounds pathetic, need something much stronger. Maybe confess I loved her years. No, that sounds too intense, creepy. Mention the time she dropped books. Yes, start with a simple memory. Build a connection on shared history. Even if the history is one-sided. Arrive at her street, lights on. Heart hammers against my bruised ribs. See a silhouette in the window. It is her, looking so peaceful. She is safe because I watched. Urge to knock is almost overwhelming. But fear holds my feet still. See a car pull into driveway. Headlights sweep across my hiding spot. Duck behind a large oak tree. A man steps out holding flowers. Rage boils instantly in my gut. Who is this intruder, this thief? He walks to her front door. She opens it, smiling at him. That smile was meant for me. He touches her arm, she laughs. My hands form into tight fists. Nails dig deep into palm skin. Blood trickles down, unseen in dark. They go inside, door shuts tight. Left alone in the freezing cold. Delusion fractures, then reforms even harder. He is the reason she refused. He poisoned her mind against me. I must save her from him. Plan shifts from explanation to rescue. We'll wait here until the morning. Watch the house, keep her safe. Cold is nothing compared to pain. Sit on the damp, freezing grass. Eyes locked on that upstairs window. Shadow moves, light goes out finally. Darkness is my only true friend. Morning comes with gray, bleak light. Limbs stiff, body aching and cold. He leaves the house, looking happy. Kiss on cheek, she waves goodbye. I memorize his face, his car. He is the obstacle to happiness. Follow him to work, stay distant. He works at a local bank. Normal guy, boring life, total fake. I can be better than him. Return home to plan next step. Open laptop, search for his name. License plate leads to social media. Find his profile, wide open, public. Photos of them together, mocking me. Caption says, "Happy anniversary, my love." Date is recent, he is new. He stole my place in line. Print his picture, stick on wall. Next to hers, a red string. Connection is clear, he must go. Not violence, just simple social removal. Maybe ruin his reputation, scare him. Make him leave her all alone. Then she will need a friend. And I will be right there, waiting to pick up the pieces. It is a perfect, logical plan. Madness disguised as romantic heroic duty.